So starting off today, there's Jay's Catch. It's a local, like, family-owned thing. The food's not bad. The portions are a little small, but then again, the portions aren't that expensive either. So, if you like some like fish, it's right next to a Quality Inn where I'm starting the day. So I got everything charged up so I can do some camping. Headed out through Alabama. See how the weather holds. Kind of giving me a foreboding look, but see how it goes. All tacked up, ready to go. Hopefully the rain stays away and we're able to get some good riding in. Heading west. I got Tuskegee, Montgomery, and Selma in front of me. You know, this starting off from whatever it is, Phenix, Alabama, setting off, just think about Alabama. For the most part, Alabama is a pretty, well, depending on where you are, it's a pretty wooded area. A lot of forests, bugs, they're everywhere. You can't get around them. And you just think about, what is Alabama actually? The football team. They won a lot of collegiate championships, but you head on. Found a historical marker, the Indian Trail, the oldest route from the Atlantic to the southwest. Go right along where this road is now. I don't know. Alabama for you. Alabama. The first place is the Indian Trail. What these were is that as people were moving west from, like, just obviously colonizing first on the coast, is they would use these Indian trails that led inwards, and they would just build and expand on them to open them up for wagon trains or whatnot. So they actually have many of these historically marked out through the way as they started moving west until they became more formalized routes. These are actually now just backwater, like, kind of back trails. They're not actually they follow highways, but they're actually just back trails now with just like local roads with the historical signs. The kind of cute thing about it is that you ride and it will say, like, get off, and then it's like another mile or so from the main road to where the historical marker is, which will tell you some of the things. Other the historical markers will be a place of local history, like so and so set up this, set up an outpost here, etc., etc., etc. historic Tuskegee. This is the town square. They call it historic. I mean, Tuskegee does have a lot of history. Most notably, I guess it's known for the Tuskegee Airmen. It was the first fighter squadron of all African Americans for World War II. It's also known for a bunch of civil rights stuff. I guess there was a bunch of court cases that were done here, filed through here. Part of what they call the Black Belt. And there was also Rosa Parks was born here. Infamously, this is where they did the Tuskegee study, if you want to know some of the darker sides. So Tuskegee's got its little charm here. I've already been to the Tuskegee Airmen. I learned about them through the HBO movie. Going to Tuskegee is the old Tuskegee way is kind of fun. Tuskegee, obviously, I've mentioned a few things of what it's known for. The Tuskegee Airmen. They have a really nice museum there. I've been there once or twice. They have plaques in the central square that outline the court cases that have been brought from Tuskegee that are important to the civil rights movement. There's been obviously Rosa Parks and other civil rights leaders. Many of them have all come to Tuskegee to actually talk about it. When I talk about the Black Belt, it's just a section right across the south where large proportions of African Americans settled, and they just lived throughout here. Next would be Montgomery. Tuskegee is also known for obviously its university, Tuskegee University. It's an all-black university, and George Washington Carver's house happens to be here as well, which you can take a tour of. The university, I mean, you can walk around, but it's a university. That's, it's pretty standard stuff. So, as you go through. Montgomery, I didn't really want to spend a whole lot of time in Montgomery, but the real place I was headed towards was actually Selma, Alabama. Selma, Alabama is actually probably most famous for is the March of Selma, Alabama, which was done by Martin Luther King, I think shortly after his bus boycott in Montgomery. So that's where I would spend the night, going over that famous bridge here. Staying in Selma, Alabama.